Hi, this is Anna Aldmon of Anna's Awesome Applique Designs. I want to share with you today how to create a quilted block that's beautiful both on the front and back using the 10 needle. The first thing that you'll do is wind the appropriate number of bobbins with the top color thread using the bobbin winder for the 10 needle as shown here. The second thing we'll do is we will edit the file to put stops in the appropriate places so the bobbins can be swapped out when the top thread changes. And then the third thing we'll do is show you how it actually stitches out. I'm so excited about learning these new techniques on the multi-needle that I do on the Dream Machine. To edit the file, first you're going to bring it up. You're going to go click on the edit icon. You're going to click on the little icon with the thread spool and colors. At this point you will see that this design has 6 different color changes. You can see it's on number 1 and there are 6. The very first one is the basting stitch, which I use to baste the background fabric to the stabilizer. And in this case the stabilizer will be an embroidery batting. So I'm going to go ahead and change that to the same color as number 2 because there doesn't need to be a different color for the basting stitch. I'm going to then move to color number 2, and I know that I want to put the backing fabric on the hoop before I do the quilting stitches. So I'm going to put this little hand here which will stop the machine until I put the backing fabric on, and then I can manually initiate the machine again. I'm going to move down to color number 3, which are the veins of the flower. And again, at this point I want to stop and change the bobbin thread accordingly. So I'll put the little hand there. I want to do that for number 4 and number 5. Color number 5. Number 6, I'm going to leave the same bobbin thread in there as the color 5. At this point I have edited the file to go ahead and see that I have 4 different stops that will stop so that I can change the bobbin thread. At this point you would close the screen and get ready for the stitch out. And edit, and now click on sewing. And now you're ready for the stitch out. At this point we have our file loaded. We can see that the stops are in the appropriate positions, and we're going to get ready to stitch out. The very first thing that's going to occur is the basting stitch to secure the background fabric to the embroidery batting. At this point we're going to go ahead and stitch out the basting stitch so we can secure the background fabric to the embroidery batting, which is being used as stabilizer. The basting stitch will also give me a framework of where to place the backing fabric when I secure that here in a minute. You will see that once the basting is done, because we've put that pause into thread color 2, it will stop and let me know that it's ready for me to do a manual step. And that manual step will be for me to put the backing fabric on, which I'm going to do right now. The backing fabric for this quilted block with the pins, and now I'm ready to do the quilting, which is step number 2. I've also started out with the bobbin color thread for the quilting design or quilting background, so the bobbin's already got the correct thread in it and it's ready to do the background quilting stitches. Color has been stitched out, which is the quilting background in the medium blue. It has stopped for me now to change the bobbin thread for the next color, which I'll do, and then I'll initiate that stitch out as well. second color thread has been stitched out, and now the machine again has paused, and we're going to change the bobbin for the third thread change. The end result is having a beautiful quilted back as well as a quilted front block that looks great both sides. Hope you enjoyed this. Talk to you soon. Bye.